Moving to Asia will solve all my problems. That's how a lot of people think. They're like, okay, I got this going on in the States. I want to get away. I'm tired of this. My boss is on me. I don't like my life. I don't like my job, etc. These are some of the common complaints you see when it comes to people wanting to relocate from America. I'm here to tell you that going away will not fix your problems. I'm just going to be straightforward and honest with you. I don't want to sugarcoat it. I don't want to sit here and lie like some other YouTubers, make you feel good, etc. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. But even with that being said, it doesn't take away from the fact that I'm still moving to Asia. So I have an official announcement today. We're going to cover various topics as far as why I believe Asia can be a good fit for a lot of people and why you should consider to move abroad, despite things that may be going on in your personal life. And you can use me as an example as far as the relocation. First, I do want to give a quick disclaimer, and I'm going to go further into this later in the video, but I want to give a quick disclaimer. I am still currently deciding between Vietnam and Japan, but I should have a definite answer within the next 2 weeks. Now, with that being said, let's get straight into the video. I am relocating to Asia and I am leaving America. Why am I doing this? How did I arrive to this conclusion? Do I suggest it, etc.? First, I want to say yes, I am going to be leaving. As far as the date, right now we're looking at March 20th. There is a chance that I could go a few days before if I'm just so anxious. I feel like I can't wait. I gotta go. I got this opportunity. Boom, 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 boom. I could go a few days before. But it all will be determined in the next 2 weeks. But it's official. I am going in March. You heard me discuss it various times as far as me relocating. But now it's 100% official. I do have a tentative date. I am relocating to Asia for economic opportunities. A lot of people, when they think about Japan, when they think about Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Americans at least kind of have like almost a negative connotation from what I've noticed in my personal conversations when I bring this up to other Americans. And I feel like, not to go too geopolitical, but I feel like there's a lot of places in the East that are rising, and there's a lot of things that's going on in the West that people are starting to open their eyes to. But we're not going to go great in detail at that at this particular moment because this is not a geopolitical channel, but this is just an observation I noticed. Every time I personally go to Asia, I've been in various Asian countries, by the way, Malaysia, Singapore, Japan, South Korea, etc. Every time I go to Asia, I notice economic opportunities are just thrown at me. Follow me on Instagram, by the way, PayMeInPaella. If you look at my Instagram, you'll notice I have a photo that actually got some good recognition. I think it got like 70,000 whatever on it. But with the Asian Boss channel, which if you don't know, it's a big YouTube channel, has over 1 million subscribers. I was just walking down the street. Hey, you want to be in our video? Blah, blah, blah. We took a photo. I was supposed to go back there. Never ended up going back because I got distracted because I met up with a friend. But this is just various things that I'm talking about. My very first YouTube video. I've been on YouTube about a year. My very first YouTube videos. You'll see me with bigger creators who have over 100,000 followers. Haha Sammy and a few other guys. This happens. It was like magical. Everything happened to me when I was in Asia. Companies talking about hiring. Hey, we're hiring. We're looking for Americans. We want someone who's a native English speaker. We want someone who has a college degree. I remember my first time in Thailand. I met a guy from the same state as me. The same state. He's pushing a baby stroller. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm just talking to him, blah, blah, blah. He ended up telling me, you see that tall building over there? I'm like, yeah. My friend is one of the ones who's connected to building this. We got a job out here. We're building construction in Thailand. This is what's going on. Y'all seen me in Singapore. I had a friend in Singapore. He told me about how, I'm not going to name the name of the country, but it's a Fortune 500 company. Actually, it's a Fortune 100 company. He worked for them, right? Singapore. He told me the amount of money he's making. It's crazy. Yes, people are paying $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for rent in Singapore, but once you find out how much money they're making, you're gonna happily pay 3, 4, 5,000 a month to live in Singapore. And shout out to all my Malaysians that helped me get into the YouTube game. Y'all the ones that helped blow up my YouTube channel. Talking about economic opportunities, I go to Malaysia, did no research at all. I don't recommend this, by the way, but at this point, I can consider myself a seasoned traveler. So I have the luxury to be able to pop up in a random country, not random, in a country I've never been, I should say, do no research, which I don't recommend, and find my way through it. So I popped up in Malaysia, met a group of Malaysian people who helped me navigate, gave me advice, etc. Then guess what? I make videos about Malaysia. My very first time in Malaysia, boom, extra 200 subscribers, 300 subscribers. My channel instantly becomes bigger. It's just so many opportunities. And if you're someone from America, honestly, from UK, Australia, you're going to find a lot of these Asian countries are a lot safer than where you're from. And this is another reason why I'm moving to Asia. Me personally, I have friends and family members who have been victims of violent crimes. Some of them are no longer here with us. It's very unfortunate. We're staying positive though. We're not going to let it defeat us. But you don't hear about certain things that happen in America that happen in Asia, right? Typically, if something happens, it's a motive behind it. It's not typical where people just wake up and be like, hey, I want to harm people today, right? There's usually something underneath the situation. So I feel 100% safe. I've been walking by myself at 1 a.m. in South Korea, Thailand, Japan, whatever, by myself. And I'm not even really looking over my shoulders like that. You should be alert wherever you go at all times. But the fact that I can do that, I don't feel comfortable doing that in any American city. Small, medium, big, it don't matter. New York, Miami, San Diego, Las Vegas, Cleveland, it don't matter. I don't feel comfortable doing that here, right? So we got the economic opportunities covered. We got the safety covered. Now let's talk about the good old weather. If you're like me, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. No, I'm just playing. I'm sick and tired of the snow. I'm originally from the Midwest. It snows a lot. It gets dark. It gets gloomy, etc. Look at this B-roll footage that I currently have in front of you. Does this look like a place that's going to snow anytime soon? I'll answer the question for you. Absolutely not. When you don't have to worry about things like snow, severe thunderstorms, tornadoes, etc. If you're from the Midwest, you know what I'm talking about. It just makes life a lot easier. You can actually move and navigate around. You don't have to worry about your bones shaking, all this type of stuff, right? There'd be times when I was in the Midwest, we'd come home from school, it'd snow, we're like, all right, cool, whatever. We play video games, chill, etc. Then it gets to be around 8, 9, 10 p.m. at night, and it's still snowing. We already know there's not going to be any school the next day. So prepare to stay inside all day. It's going to be hard to get outside. We're going to stay up all night playing video games, which sounds fun as a kid. But as an adult, once you got bills to pay, when you got places to be, people to meet, obligations, rules, laws, etc., you don't want to deal with that. You do not want to deal with that at one bit. So I say that to say this. You move to a place like Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, the idea of snow is not even going to pop up in your head, right? So you'll actually be able to get things done at a higher level. And once you get things done at a higher level, you can have a more meaningful life, which brings me to my next point. Here in America, and I've been told the UK and Australia and Canada is very similar as well, but here, especially in America, we tend to value money over everything, right? Dollar bills, get the money over everything. You hear it in the songs, you hear people talking about it, maybe your friends are on it, you see posters. It's cool to get money. It's cool to obtain resources. It's cool to want to achieve a higher, life, higher quality of life. But here's the thing, higher quality of life doesn't necessarily mean money. The thing about the American system is it's so money hungry that every aspect is affected, whether it's your health, whether it's religion, whether it's politics, whether it's the car you drive, your pollution, the neighborhood you live in. You want to get money, but at the same time, you want to actually be able to live life. And what I've noticed with visiting various different countries, especially countries in Asia, is there is a value of friendship, family member, social life, happiness, health, etc. So everything is not dollar bill encoded, right? When you go to the hospital typically is actually trying to help you, not just say, okay, that'll be $300. Read this paper and tell me what happens in 2 days. And then when you come back in 2 days, we're going to charge you some more money. No, they actually trying to help you, give you the right medication, give you what you need, etc., get you in the right position. Not everything's about money. I feel like in America, it's a money grab. I just saw something earlier on Instagram today. I couldn't believe, I had to read it twice. I was like, I know I can't see this. They are now trying to make synthetic eggs. Yes. So first it was the lab grown meat. Then they talked about the chicken made out of poop. Now they're talking about synthetic eggs, fake eggs. What? Fake eggs, fake chicken? What we got going on here? What's going on? I don't know about y'all, but I'm honestly getting scared. Like, no sarcasm, no jokes, no anything. Between me and y'all, I am honestly getting scared. And that's the final reason why I'm moving to Asia. Vietnam or Japan? We're going to see, guys. We're going to see. More than likely, it's going to be Vietnam, though.